Hello. Oh my gosh, my voice just cracked. Hello. Hang on, let me make this really quick. Today, we're gonna talk about, obviously, my routine for today, and then talking about the first day back to the gym in 3 months, which is crazy. Oh, I was gonna turn on music. Hang on. I'm doing a lot of things at once. I should have done all of this before. Let's see, where's Stream Beats? Sorry, guys. I should have done this before, but that's not the kind of day that it is, so that's okay. I'm not sure this is muted. Yeah, it is. Okay. I got some music. We're gonna turn it way down though. There we go. Hopefully that's not like super loud. I would probably turn it down a little bit. Okay, cool. So I'm like still a little tired. I feel like we did a lot yesterday, so I'm like a little bit tired. Okay, let's do the things. So today is gonna be Romanian deadlift, cable squats, leg extension, and then incline bench press, bench dips, which I might switch out because I didn't really enjoy doing the bench dips with their bench that they had, and barbell rows, which I love. It's so cold down here. So yeah, that is the schedule for today. If you guys want my workout plan that I made for myself and you want to follow it, let me know where to send it, whether it's your Instagram, your Discord, or whatever form of social media you have, Facebook, and I will send that to you so that you can have this too and you can follow along. If you're in the gym or you're transitioning into the gym or you just like want to have something to start doing, this is a good program. It's not hard, because I don't like to do things that make me sweat super hard, which is why I don't do cardio, and besides the fact that cardio isn't like super effective. It's like a pretty chill but like super effective workout is what this is, and that's why I like it. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm also gonna take my vitamins while I'm sitting here. Our first day back at the gym in 3 months, I didn't really know what to expect, and that made me a little nervous because our gym is not the best at following rules, specifically COVID regulations. So I guess it kind of went as expected. Like, everything that I expected to happen happened. People still weren't wearing masks to like walk around the gym to do their next thing. People still weren't wiping stuff down, but it was okay because we went at a time where there was a lot less people there, so like it didn't matter because we were further away from them and we could have a whole room to ourselves if we wanted. So we just did that and it was okay. Yeah. Do I wish that people would wear masks? Obviously. I think that would make all of us feel better, but what can you do? We live in a Republican town, so whatever. Today I am drinking another third of my mega tea that I got the other day because I didn't finish it. Obviously, because this is literally what they would call a bladder buster, and I have the tiniest bladder, so I can't drink all this. Okay. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Tell me in the chat. Did you do anything? Did you just stay at home and not do anything? Did you do anything special for yourself? Tell me. Let me know what you did. We ended up going to a city near us and going to Cheesecake Factory. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to get in because they're not taking reservations, and our restaurant's like just opened maybe 2 weeks ago, so like people are still flocking and all that. But we got on the wait list pretty early. Oh my gosh, let me tell you this story about the crazy Valentine's Day that we had. So it started at like literally 10 o'clock. We left the house and we went to tropical smoothie, and our tropical smoothie always shits the bed. I don't know what their deal is, but like literally every time they go, they either fuck up your order, give you the wrong change, or they say that they're open, and so you do a mobile online order and then they're not open. It's like really weird, and it always happens. So this time we went, and she was like, hi, just give me 1 second, I'm just finishing something up. And there was only one person in the drive-thru ahead of us. They were like at the window already. And I was like, okay. So we waited for like 5 minutes, which like is kind of a long time for a drive-thru. Usually you're in and out of the drive-thru within 5 minutes. And I was like kind of getting annoyed because I was like, I thought that they were going to get it together and now they're not. And it was just like kind of annoying. And I was like, hello? Because I thought maybe, I don't know, something wasn't working and they couldn't hear, or I couldn't hear them. So I was like, hello? And they're like, I'm sorry, just give me a couple more minutes. And I was like, this is really weird. Is she like the only one there? And so like we waited 5 more minutes. So we waited a total of 10 minutes. And I was getting so annoyed because I was like, what on earth? Are like, they can't take our order even though they're like, you know, like why can't they at least write down what we want and like tell us what the total's gonna be? Whatever. So we left. And we didn't get a smoothie. And it was kind of sad. And then the poke place that I wanted to go to, because I wanted poke on my birthday, but everything was closed, so we just got it today instead. The poke place that I wanted to go to was closed, and I was so sad, so we picked a different one, and it was fine, it was good. And then, what else happened? And then I showed up somewhere, and it was like cash only, and I didn't have cash, so I had to like go get cash to like buy something, and I was like, oh gosh. And then we went to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't think anything happened in between then. Yeah, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I ordered the fried mac and cheese balls. Hi, don't be sad, how are you? I ordered the fried mac and cheese balls, and he was like, okay, cool. Oh, I remember. So we put in our name because it was a 3-hour long wait list at like 1:30, and they're like, it's gonna be like, or like 3 or 3.5 hours, and I was like, okay, that's good. That'll be like 4:30 or 5. That's like a good time to eat dinner because it'll take them a while to get us our food, and like we'll be whatever talking, and then we'll have to eat dessert. So it was like gonna work out. I got the text at like 4, and I was like, we just ate at like 1, and I was like still full, and I was like, oh, whatever. I'll like eat what I can, and then I'll take it home, and then I'll eat it when I'm hungry. So don't be sad. Tell me what you did for Valentine's Day, and I'll read it in a second. So he took our order, and then 10 minutes later he like came back to our table and was like, they just told me that they don't have any mac and cheese balls. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll get the bang bang shrimp. And he's like, okay. And so he ordered it for me and put it in, and then he was like, oh, by the way, if you want cheesecake, the cheesecake is taking a while because there's a lot of people ordering cheesecake, so let me put it in for you if you know what you want, and then I'll bring it out, and you won't have to wait. And we were like, cool. Cheesecake Factory is so good, but it's such a process to eat there. It is! Oh my gosh! This is the first time this has ever happened to me at Cheesecake Factory, so I was like kind of like, what? Because Cheesecake Factory is like my favorite. And so we're like, okay, and we gave him our order. And then like 10 minutes after he put my order in for the bang bang shrimp, my bang bang shrimp came out, and like it was just my meal. And so she was like, who's the bang bang shrimp for? And I was like, it was me, and I keep saying bang bang shrimp, sorry. And she's like, she looked at Stacy, and she's like, did you order anything? And he's like, yeah, I'm waiting on a burger. And she's like, oh, okay. So then our waiter comes by the table, this poor man, this poor guy. He's like, I'm really sorry that they brought that out so soon. Because I had to like change the order, I don't know what happened, but they like didn't bring out the burger. So then the burger came out 10 minutes later, and I had already kind of finished eating because like I was already full. And then before the burger came out, Bang Bang Shrimp is my band name? No way. Pixar, it didn't happen. That's so funny. Before they even brought Stacy's food out, they brought our cheesecake out, and we were like, what? And he's like, oh, you're still waiting on entrees. And it was like a manager, and we were like, yeah, but could we actually get those to go? Because there was no way I was gonna be able to eat cheesecake right now when I couldn't even finish like a quarter of the bang bang shrimp. So he was like, oh yeah, sure. So then our waiter like put it in to go, and then his burger came, and then And then he came back to our table with more food, and I was like, what? And he was like, so even though they told me that they didn't have any macaroni and cheese balls, they, like, made them for you anyway, and they just took them off for you. And I was like, because, like, I felt bad because I, like, didn't want him to feel bad because everybody was screwing him over in the kitchen, and then I wasn't able to eat, like, most of my food, and then he brought me out more food that I couldn't eat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. So I was, like, moving my food around on my plate so that he would think that I ate more of it than I did, so he wouldn't feel bad and wouldn't feel like it was his fault. So yeah, that was Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory was not doing so hot yesterday, and it was not our waiter's fault. He was doing his best. Like, he really was. And then everybody just kept bringing out his stuff for him without, like, asking him. And I was like, this poor guy. He's just getting so screwed. So don't be sad. Bang Bang Shrimp is your band name. What kind of music do you play? Or were you kidding? I'm not really good at picking up on sarcasm when it's not in person. So if your band name is actually Bang Bang Shrimp, I'm going to look up your songs. So tell me if you're being factual or not. I'm curious. So yeah, that was our day yesterday. And Stacy was like, every single time you want something today, like, they don't have it. And I was like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But my protein did come yesterday. It came a day early. I got the mango lime one. I'm very excited to try it. But obviously I'm not trying it right now because if you eat or drink protein before you work out, you're going to feel kind of sick, so don't do that. And I was also able to eat this morning, so that's really good. Like I've been mentioning in all my lives, I've been having trouble eating, so I started taking fenugreek, and now it's a lot easier for me to eat in the mornings. But yeah. Cheesecake. Album name is The Waiters Are So Stressed. Whose food is this? Wait, what? Hang on. I'm looking this up. Wait, why is it because you like Cheesecake Factory that you have this? If you're messing with me, by the way, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay. The waiters are so, this seems like not a real thing. Oops, I accidentally searched in my library. Well, it's not on Apple Music. Is it on Spotify? Don't be sad. Are you messing with me? It's a joke. Okay, guys, I will literally believe anything. All I do is lie. I was literally looking up your band name because I was like trying to support you, okay? Now my boyfriend's laughing at me from upstairs. Guys, I'm super gullible. I've always been this way. If you tell me that you have a band and your name is Bang Bang Shrimp, I'll believe that shit. Like, no cap. So if anybody else has any other lies, that you want to put in the chat, give me 2 truths and a lie, and I'll try to guess which one is the truth. I'm really bad at these. I'll start a band just for you. Thank you. Would you name it Bang Bang Shrimp? You could either name it Bang Bang Shrimp or Pokeball. Pokeball? How do you say that? Pokeball? Or I hear people say Pokey. When I went to the place, they said Pokey, and I don't think that's right. I don't know. If there's any Pacific Islanders in the chat, let me know. Let me know if it's Poke or Pokey. But it was really good. I got the spicy tuna one. I really like sushi. I don't know. Does anybody else in the chat like sushi? Because I love sushi. But, like, sushi's expensive. But if you get a bowl of it, it's a lot cheaper. Like, I feel like with that bowl, you probably could have made, like, 2 rolls out of it. Because there was a lot. There was a lot in the bowl. I didn't even finish it. And it was, like, pretty spicy. Because the spicy mayo was very spicy. It was very spicy. And I'm not a big spicy person, but, like, ooh, the cat's going crazy. But, like, usually if it's, like, tuna, because, like, tuna's, you know, whatever. No one else likes it. Stacy, get out of the chat. Get out of there. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean nobody else likes it. Stacy doesn't like sushi. That's fine. He thinks it's gross. Sushi is one of those things, though. I feel like sushi's on the same level as, like, beef tartare, which is, like, the raw beef stuff that you eat. I feel like that's on the same level. And if one time I was on a call with somebody that wanted to sign up for training. For some reason, she had her husband on the... Stop it. Rita. For some reason, she had her husband in the background, and she was on speakerphone. Like, why would you do that, first of all? Like, I'm trying to talk to you about your goals, and then your husband is, like, making inappropriate comments in the background, and it was, like, a mess. It was a disaster. And, what he said was, like, we were talking about the meal plans that I make, and I was, like, explaining what the meal plan would look like. She's like, what would be on the meal plan? So I was, like, explaining what could be on the meal plan. And he goes, well, I don't like any of that. And I was like, well, the great thing about the meal plan is I won't put any of that stuff in there if you don't like it. You're going to tell me exactly what you like, and we're going to make it. League ends in 10 minutes, and I made it to top 5. Hopefully number 6 doesn't win his next game. Ooh, you better get down here before he does. And he goes, you know what I really like? And I was like, what? What, Dewey? What do you like? And, he goes, I really like, raw beef. And I was like, what? He goes, I really like raw beef. And this guy is, like, really skinny. And I was like, I think that's probably why you're so skinny, is the fact that, you know, you're eating raw beef. Like, that might have worms. You know what I mean? That might have parasites, that might have worms. So, like, don't do that to yourself. Ma'am. Or sir, I guess. It was actually sir. I was talking to his wife. But that was, like, really gross to me, and I was like, ew. What? Don't, guys, I feel like eating raw beef is, like, a really bad idea. I mean, if you get it somewhere from, like, a restaurant that knows what they're doing, then it's fine. But he was talking about just eating raw beef from the grocery store. Like, I'm just thinking about that makes me queasy. Well, if I played another game and lost, I'd be down to 6, so I didn't risk it, just hoping he doesn't win. 2 truths and a lie. I have 3 birds, I have squirrel, and I have a bee tattoo. So, okay, here's my, plus I have a band named Bang Bang Shrimp. Okay, so your name is Don't Be Sad. Oh, I also have a bee tattoo. It's, like, on my sternum tattoo. So I think that the bee tattoo is true. I think that the squirrel is true because, Rita! Fuck off. Rita! Stop! She's trying to get my garbage. We call her the garbage cat. And so I think the 3 birds is a lie. That's what I think. What do you guys think? I guess it's just you and Stacy, so. What's happening? Did you just turn on my Xbox? She just turned on my Xbox. Look at the stream cat. Stream kitty. Fucking it up. Can you, like, actually not do this right now, though? So, did I get it right? Squirrel is the lie. That's what Stacy thinks, too. So, you gotta let us know now. I'm waiting. Nope, the lie is the bee. What? The lie is the bee tattoo? Are you kidding me? That's literally I was so confident. Okay, I gotta turn my Xbox off because it's distracting me. Oh my gosh. That's, okay. The bee tattoo is a super cute idea. So the story behind my bee tattoo, it wasn't actually supposed to be on my sternum. I have, like, a cherry blossom tattoo. You can't really see it. You can kind of see it poking out, but I have a cherry blossom tattoo because I live in Traverse City, which is now we got blue light, which is the cherry growing capital of the United States. The second leading is, like, Washington. Maybe the first is Washington, and then the second is Traverse City. And then the world grower is obviously Japan. And there's a little bee on her flashboard, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And she's like, yeah, so I had, like, a mom and daughter come in, and they were gonna get matching bee tattoos, but then the mom pussied out. And I was like, I want that bee tattoo. It's so cute. And so she put the bee tattoo on my tattoo. So I think we named him, like, Reginald or something. And he's the cutest little bee. if you did get a tattoo, is there like a place that you would go in your area? Like, do you know where you would want to, where you'd want to get it? Stacy was just as, does anybody else have 2 truths and a lie that they want to put in the chat, and we'll guess and see if we can figure out which one is your lie or your truth? What's your truth? I think it's funny that when people say that. What's your truth? I think that's super funny. Let's see. I'll do two truths and a lie. I fell off a cliff when I was 5. I fell off a zip line when I was 11, or I what's another one that I can think of? Or this is hard, guys. Haley wants a hidden Mickey. Yes, I do. I do want a hidden. Or I have never. This is so hard. Or I have never tried shark meat. That's so lame. Oh my gosh. I couldn't think of anything. Stacy, what's the truth? Yesterday we found out that there was a tattoo place in a mall. I don't know if other places do that. I've never seen that before, but it was a tattoo place in the mall. And we had been like joking around about getting like a heart tattoo for Valentine's Day, cuz I was trying to find like some flash for like Valentine's Day flash. You falling is the truth. Which one? There was 2. The cliff or the zip line? I just got really aggressive, sorry. So then we were talking about how it'd be cute to do like a heart with Mickey ears, because I really like Disney stuff. I have a Disney tattoo on my hip. I've traveled across Europe. I'm terrified of monkeys, and I love Chipotle. Ooh, I don't like monkeys either. I don't like monkeys and turtles. Monkeys and turtles kind of freak me out. I'm gonna say you love Chipotle is the lie. Or the truth. Wait, it's 2 truths and a lie. No, the lie is I love Chipotle. Wait, did I do it wrong? 2 truths and a lie. Yeah, I did it right. Never mind. Is it I love Chipotle? Stacy, what do you think it is? I think if I did do a hidden Mickey, I would want to do one where it has like the pretty mandala inside with like flowers. This is so not fitness related, it's hilarious. Oh, we can make it fitness related though. So, something I didn't know before I became a trainer that I know now. Bingo, I've never had Chipotle. Chipotle's good, you should try it. Qdoba's better. It's cheaper. But if you are somebody that is into fitness and working out and you really want to have that physique, but you also like tattoos, you are gonna want to avoid getting tattoos on like your biceps and like areas where there's a lot of muscle definition, because when you do that, it covers up your muscle definition because you're adding all these different colors and layers, and then you don't see your muscles all that well. So I had to change some of my tattoo plans, because I had some plans to get like tattoos like here and like here. I might still get them here because I don't think that matters as much, because like your bicep line is more so here. My boss gave me a $20 gift card for Chipotle for doing 20K in sales, and I got sick from it for my first Chipotle experience because a pay raise would be cliche. LOL. Okay, here's a Chipotle story for you guys. I was having a really bad day. We were going on a trip, and the trip wasn't like going the greatest. And there was a Cubs game. I used to live in Chicago. There was a Cubs game, and the line for Chipotle was so long, so we had to go to a different Chipotle on the other side of like Schaumburg. And so we went to the different Chipotle, and I ordered the barbacoa. And I hadn't had Chipotle a whole lot because we didn't have one where I lived. So I really hadn't had it. And when she like wrote what it was on the top, she said sofritas, which is the vegan option. And I was like, oh, is that the vegan option, I'm allergic to tofu, so I can't really have that. And she's like, oh no, it's barbacoa, and I'll just ring you up for sofritas because it's cheaper. And I was like, oh, that's nice of her. So I got in the car, and we were heading back to wherever we were going. Oh, we had to go to IKEA because my mom needed some glasses. So I was eating it in the car. It, like, had a weird texture, and I was like, what the heck? So I, like, Googled what sofritas looked like, and they gave me the tofu, and I'm, like, really allergic to soy. It, like, is not good. I get, like, rashy, my stomach is hurting. It's, like, a bad experience. And so, like, I panicked, because I hate feeling sick. I hate throwing up. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was, like, trying to call my mom, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't have anything to take, like, any Benadryl or anything like that before, like, the allergic reaction started to hit. So I was panicking, and IKEA had horrible service. So I'm running around panicked, carrying these glasses in my arms, like, trying to hold the phone. I'm like, Stacy, because my mom's friend is named Stacy, and she was on, Stacy, I just ate tofu, and I think I'm gonna get really sick, and I can't get a hold of my mom. And she's like, oh my gosh, okay. And so I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. I, like, was gonna pass out in IKEA because I was stressed and I wasn't feeling good now, and I was about to, like, have an extreme allergic reaction. So finally got a hold of my mom. I called Chipotle too, and I was like, hey, just so you know, you guys kind of fucked up. So if I have to go to the hospital, you're gonna be getting the hospital bill. Because, like, I checked. Like, there's nothing else I could have done. Like, they told me that they gave me the right thing. And they gave me, like, 4 free vouchers for Chipotle, and I was like, that's really, like, that's really bold of you to assume that I'm gonna go back. It made me laugh so hard. Did we use them? Yes. Are we gonna waste free food? Absolutely not. But I thought it was really funny that they, like, that was their solution to the problem, was to give me more Chipotle. It's like, okay, whatever. But I didn't have to go to the hospital, so it was fine. I just, like, didn't get to go to our last session of, like, the seminar I was at, and that was kind of a bummer. And I felt bad because other people had to stay with me to make sure I wasn't going to go into anaphylactic shock or anything like that, and that made me feel bad because, like, everybody wanted to go to the session. It was fine. I just, like, couldn't function for a couple hours after that. The first time that I accidentally ate soy or, like, tofu was the year before, when we were on the same trip. It was like a church trip. On the same trip at P.F. Chang's, and I was like, ooh, I've never had tofu before, I should try the tofu here, and I, like, got really sick, but I didn't know that I was gonna get sick, so I actually had to sit through the session while I was really sick. My cat is literally going wild right now. Rita! I think she has something in her mouth. You better not. Hang on, let me go check. I'm not trying to have my cat choke on something. Rita, stop! Rita! Oh my gosh. Guys, my cat loves to find these tacks. I don't know if you can see this. It's like a literal tack. And I don't know where she keeps getting them. Like, we find them because she finds them. I got really bad food poisoning the night before going to Disney. Cry! But I still went. But I threw up in front of a lot of the rides. R.I.P. to the cleaners. That's really sad. When I was younger, I used to get really, really bad migraines whenever I was about to, like, you know, start my period. And so, unfortunately, that happened when I was at Disney World on Christmas Day, and we were in Dino Land, and I literally, my headache hurt so bad, and my, like, reaction to pain, even though I have a pretty high pain tolerance, I had, like, a couple surgeries in my life, so your pain tolerance goes up from doing stuff like that. And the headache hurt so bad that I vomited in the bathroom of Dino Land. And it was, like, the worst. We have pictures from that day, and, like, I just look so miserable and pale. And I didn't throw up on the ground, but I made it to a toilet, but that was, like, not a fun experience. I can't believe she got one of these tacks again. How does she do this? How does she find these? Because, like, I just truly don't know where she gets these. It freaks me out, though. I don't know what she wants to do. Get a lip piercing? I don't know. You're not old enough for that. She's only 2. That's really sad. Don't be sad. Don't be sad, but that's really sad. Don't you hate it when you, like, go somewhere? First of all, are you a Disney fan? Because I'm a Disney fan. If we're a Disney fan, we're about to bond over this really quick. So let me know if you're a Disney fan. It's really sad when you're like in your favorite place on earth and you just feel miserable and you're like, really? Like, this is the one day that was supposed to be like my day. This is my day. And then you feel sick and you like don't enjoy it. But I feel like even if you're at Disney and you're like sick, you can still enjoy it. I don't know. That's just my opinion though, because I just really like being there. I'm trying to figure out how to segue this back into fitness stuff, and I'm having a hard time. Yup, love Disney. Have you been to Disney World and Disneyland? And when you went across Europe, did you go to any of the... I guess there's only one. Did you go to Disneyland Paris? Because that would be so cool. Let's see. Segue to fitness. Today I posted about gym intimidation. And I should probably, like, touch on that a little bit today since, like, it's relevant to my life right now. So a lot of the time when I talk to clients about, you know, going to the gym or, like, if they want to work out at home because it's COVID, they're like, sometimes I get the answer like, well, I want to work out at the gym, but I, like, don't feel confident, or, like, I feel nervous. And I'm like, why do you feel nervous? And they're like, well, I'm afraid that people are going to judge me, or think that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm just, like, kind of anxious about it. And it's like that. I feel like that's a thing for everybody. I don't know, maybe Stacy never experienced gym intimidation. I should ask him. But basically, gym intimidation is just when you feel, like, anxiety about people judging you while you're at the gym for, like, oh, he's not doing that right, or oh, his workout clothes look really bad on his or her body, or his weights are too light, or she looks really dumb when she does that. Like, nobody's thinking those things. Like, people go to the gym to better themselves, not to, you know, judge other people. And if they do, like, that's fucked up. Like, and, like, are we really going to give that kind of energy the time of day? Like, maybe, like, when you're in the beginning of your journey, you're still, like, not feeling super confident. You're not feeling, like, I don't know. You're not feeling, you know, just, I guess, confident is the word. You definitely felt that when you first started? Okay, then I think it's a universal thing, because you're the most confident person I know. So if he feels that way about the gym when he first started, then everybody probably does. I used to worry that I wasn't strong enough to be at the gym. I used to worry about that too. So I was really self-conscious about my body. I really hated the way that my workout clothes fit me. Let's see if I can find a picture. Because I used to look a lot different than I do now. Let me see if I can find one. And so I like posted about that today, and I feel like that's just something really relatable that everybody deals with, is like anxiety about going to the gym. In my experience, the people at the gym are super nice and supportive. That's really good. I feel like that's the case for most gyms, because honestly, people aren't there to like make fun of other people. They're there to work on themselves. So, you know, like, I don't think that, like, I don't go to the gym to watch people. Maybe, I don't think even anybody does that. Like, that would be really weird. If you wanted to go people watch, you should go to the park. Like, it's gonna get boring to watch people lift heavy stuff. I don't know. But the advice that I gave today for, like, how to, you know, build more confidence at the gym is to just go anyway. Even if you feel anxious or like, people are gonna judge me. Listen, you're not the center of everybody's universe, okay? Like, they don't care about you. That's just the facts. So go anyway. Try to remember that nobody's watching you. Nobody's thinking about what you're doing. Nobody cares. And if that's, you know, everybody still has those voices in their head that tell them lies. Even if that still happens, like, do the thing. And as you get more confident in your routine that you have, which having a routine in the first place is going to help you be confident, because you're going to have something to follow and you're not going to wander around the gym like, oh, should I do lat pull downs today, or should I do like seated rows? Like, I'm not really sure. As you get more confident in your routine and as you get used to working out around people, you're going to, you know, you're going to be desensitized to those kind of thoughts of like, oh, people are watching me. And it's just going to get easier and easier until you don't even think about it anymore. I really noticed that this 3-month period that we took off going to the gym, when we went back the other day, I felt so much more confident because I'd been following my program for a while, even while I was at home, obviously. And I felt so confident in myself and in my program that, like, I don't know, I was, like, strutting around the gym, like, feeling myself, basically. And that felt, like, really good, because I'm, in general, like, kind of an anxious person. Like, I'm a pretty anxious person. So, like, to feel that level of confidence in myself, and I know that I'm a trainer, so, like, you know, obviously, like, that helps too. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You build confidence as you learn and as you grow and as you do things more and you get better at them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So that's my advice for the gym intimidation thing. I'm glad that a lot of people have good experiences at the gym, like, don't be sad, because when I first started going to the gym in college, when I, like, really needed to lose weight, I forgot to show you guys a picture. This is what I used to look like. This is a terrible picture. Can you see that? That was me. That's, like, a terrible, you, like, really can't tell, but yeah, that was me. I used to go to a Christian school, a Christian college, right? And people were, like, not the nicest there. Like, the guys would stare at you while you were, like, doing whatever. And I was, like, doing the treadmill at that time. So I was like, what are you staring at? Like, there's nothing to stare at right over here. But they would, like, stare at you or, like, I don't know, just make you feel uncomfortable. And that's, like, not the norm for gyms. I've been to quite a few more gyms now than I had a couple years ago. Like, it's really not like that. Like, and it's really weird to me that at a Christian school, that's what my experience was I felt really uncomfortable. And it wasn't even just like, oh, I feel gym intimidated. It was the fact that people were, like, literally staring at me. And I was like, why? Why do you do this? Christian guys are so weird, I feel like. There's a cat climbing up my back of my chair. Let's see. Where are you? So yeah, there's always gonna be, you know, fuckheads like that, but hopefully not at your gym, because I feel like if that was happening at any other gym, they would have gotten kicked out, honestly, because of, like, how blatantly they were staring at me. But since it was a Christian gym and, like, nobody cares, that didn't happen. I had another weird experience at my current gym, but it, like, wasn't really like that. It was just, like, this older guy, like pretty old, and I was using the leg press, and I guess he didn't know what else to do because he was about to use that or something, and so he stood behind me the entire time I did my 3 sets, and it was really awkward, and I was like, why are you standing here? Like, go away. I should do my series. So I've done a series before of how to not be an asshole at the gym, and I think I should bring that back and do that again, because there's a lot of things that people do to be like assholes at the gym, and it's not necessarily like, oh, they're gonna come up to you and, like, talk to you, but just, like, the type of clothes that they wear at the gym, which is, like, not respectful, such as wearing jeans and destroying the seats for the machines, because, like, you're not supposed to do that. If you wear jeans to the gym, you are gonna mess up their equipment. Or wearing, like, work boots to the gym, or not wearing shoes to the gym. Like, I don't get it. So maybe that'll be another series that I do, and that'll be kind of a funny one and, like, not so heavy, like, talking about gym intimidation. And maybe if you do those things, I can convince you not to do that. Hi, D-Gaming Noob. I'm good. How are you? Do you have any of your pre-workout left? Oh, you're done?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
I was asking if you were done with your pre-workout.
Mm-hmm.
You want to leave after your game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Doing good. We're talking about being gym intimidated or intimidated in the gym. Have you ever felt like that? Like, if you do go to the gym, or if you've ever been to one, did you feel, like, intimidated by people around you, or did you feel like whatever about it? So yeah. That's just my spiel. Rule number 1, don't get on the treadmill next to me. I will try to outrun you and I will lose. LOL! That's so funny. Exactly. Yeah. I used to get really competitive when I would be on the treadmill because I would, like, watch Supernatural. No, never. That's good. That's good that you haven't gotten gym intimidated. I would watch Supernatural, and that's, like, kind of a scary show, so I'd, like, run a little faster because I was a little scared. But now, like, you can't even really get on a treadmill next to Supernatural. Yeah. My God. It's such a good show. I started watching it with Stacy, and I think we're only on episode 4, but, like, I get really scared at night as soon as it's dark, like past 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I can't watch scary things anymore, so like our watch window is like between 3 and like 6 p.m. when we get home. And yeah. But I really do like that show. And it's hilarious because that show is like from literally 2005, so I don't know why it still scares me. But I just get so freaked out at night. I don't know. Does anybody else feel like that? Do you guys get scared really easily by things like that? I used to be. Guys. The reason that it weirds me out that I get so scared is because I literally used to go to bed watching a horror movie every night. And then I stopped watching horror movies because I was like, this probably isn't really great for my mental health. And like getting desensitized to that kind of stuff is like probably not great. But I used to like watch horror movies all the time, and now I can't even watch an episode of Supernatural past 8 p.m. without being scared, so I don't know. But it's also only ended about a month ago. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so here's the deal. When I first watched Supernatural the first time, I like stopped watching because I lost interest once it like stopped being about them fighting supernatural beings and more so about the war with the angels and stuff like that. That's when I kind of like lost interest, because I'm all about the spooky ghost stuff, not so much about like the spiritual stuff, especially since it's like, you know, it's just, I felt like it wasn't as scary anymore, and like the storyline was different, and I didn't really love that. So I don't think I got past that season. But maybe this time we'll watch through it and I'll be more interested or whatever. But yeah. Did you watch the very last episode? I keep hiccuping. This tea is making me kind of like hiccup. I hate hiccups. Oh, good that. The hotel where I work is closed right now, and I work there during the night alone. And it makes a lot of weird noises. That's so scary. And you've seen all of it. Nice. I'm sure that, like, it's just a me thing, and, like, I get really disinterested in things for, like, dumb reasons. Like, it's like, oh, I don't like that character, I'm gonna stop watching this whole show. That's so scary. If you have ghost stories, I think that would be dope. Because I used to live in a haunted house, on the peninsula in northern Michigan, and it was, like, legit haunted. Like, there was, like, shadow figures and, like, doors that would open by themselves, and, like, knocking noises. I had, like, a little attic behind my bed. It was, like, a little storage area, and I'd, like, get knocking on the back of my wall behind my head where my bed was, and, like, tapping. It was really scary. Like, I would share my experiences with my parents, and they, like, didn't really believe me. And then one time my mom was home alone, and our locked front door that hasn't opened in years because it's kind of swelled shut because it's wood, like, banged open. And then she's like, oh my gosh, she's right, like, there's something here, it's really scary. And then they believed me. But that's my tale. There's actually a lot more things that happened, but, like, if I shared that, it would be, like, an hour long. So maybe I'll save that for another tangent on a next pre-workout video. I'll share some. D-Gaming Noob, you should come back and share some of your scary stories, too. I think that would be really fun. I have one. Beer B gonna take care of the laundry. I'll tell you when I get back. We're actually gonna go to the gym when he's done with his game. But it looks like he's playing Search and Destroy, so I might be here, I might not. So if I am, definitely tell. If I'm not, we'll have to connect at another point and you can tell the story. Thanks for following, by the way. Appreciate that. Oh wow, it's got a little, like, notification up in the top of the screen, but it's cut off. Weird. I didn't know I was gonna do that. But I really do want to hear it, so let's see. Trying to see how much longer his game is. We might have time. It's like a 6-round game that they have to win. But yeah, I am so into all the creepy things. I'm so into that. I don't know how to even turn this back to fitness at this point, but, like, the purpose of this little time is to just kind of, like, talk to people and, like, chat. So it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna not talk about fitness probably for the rest of this video, and that's okay. Unless I think of something else. Who knows? real quick, if you're in the chat, let me know how your Valentine's Day went, or if you didn't have one, or just, like, tell me how your day's going. I want to know. Let me know how you are. I care. I care about you guys. I do. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to mention about, like, the gym stuff, or whatever. Today was the first day of my new client's program, and I'm pretty excited about that. I probably should check in and, like, see how it's going. But I'm super excited. Super excited about the client jumping on and starting today. That's such, like, a scary thing for people, I feel like, is, like, starting a new program or just doing a new thing in general. Oh, I should turn this on really quick. Hang on. I just realized how dark it was. Oh, it's so dark and bright. There we go. It's so amazing to me how, like, how do I say it? Like, it's every time I talk to somebody, like a new client, about how they're feeling about their new program and starting, because everybody starts on Monday, they always say, I'm excited but nervous. And I've always wanted to ask, like what specifically they're nervous about, because I think it's probably different for everybody. But I think personally, I never really felt nervous to, like, start my fitness journey. I was just excited. But I think that when someone else is telling you what to do, there's, like, a fear of failure, possibly. Or I think maybe just in general there's a fear of failure, because, you know, losing weight isn't, like, the most easy thing that people have ever done. So I think that's kind of interesting. I should start asking people that when they tell me that, like, why are you nervous? So that I can, like, get a better idea of, like, what kind of things freak people out. Because when someone, you know, starts doing the fitness thing, you don't want them to be scared, you know? Because, like, I feel like there's already a stigma around fitness where you are afraid that you can't change, or that, like, it won't work for you. Because a lot of the time people in the fitness industry, like, say, they make excuses, or they're like, everybody's body type is different, so, like, it might not work for you. And it's like, that's so untrue. Like, if it's not working for you, it's because your trainer doesn't know what they're doing, and they just think that, like, saying that your body type is different is a good excuse for them not getting you results. That's how I feel. So I think that a lot of the time people have been burned in the past by, like, MLM, or, like, even not MLM. I mean, Beachbody's still an MLM, but programs out there that aren't actually tailored to them and, like, don't work for them because it's not made for them. So I think that's part of the problem, is, like, people are nervous to start something because they're like, what if it doesn't work for me? Whereas, like, when you have a trainer that actually cares about you and, like, knows what they're doing, it's gonna work for you. And if there's something that's going on and it just isn't working for you, then we will work with your doctor to figure out what is going on. So, like, if someone tells you that, like, after you do whatever with them, or, like, sign up for their program, and they, like, give you an excuse like that, call bullshit right away and get your money back. Just saying. That just really irks me. And I think that's why people are so scared of fitness in general, is because, like, people make up these rules and, like, these diets, and it's like, oh, this is so hard because, like, there's so many steps, and it's like, that's so unnecessary. There doesn't need to be any steps. There doesn't need to be that many steps. There's, like, 2, and then it's calorie deficit, workout. Hi, MK. Oh, wait, I don't know how to... Guys, you guys need to stop having such difficult names to pronounce. MK Reese LFC, no probs, enjoy your food. What are you eating? Oh, I probably shouldn't ask people that when they say that they're gonna lurk and then I immediately ask them a question. I hate it when people do that to me, so I'm not gonna do that to you. Don't answer that question that I just asked you. Unless you want to. I don't fucking care. I think it's funny. That happens to me all the time. I'm in my friend's stream and I'm, like, doing something like making food, or, like, doing something that I just really can't, like, multitask. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna lurk. And they're like, how are you doing? And then I'm like, I gotta put my phone down and do this, because I don't want to be rude and be like, I'm not gonna answer. But then I find myself doing that to other people, so it's probably just, like, a knee-jerk reaction, because, like, when someone comments in the chat, you're like, what are you doing? How are you doing? I'm gonna get better at it. I feel like I got a pretty good dent. No, I didn't. My goal was to drink down to here. This is, okay, wait, I gotta show you the new tea of the week, because Cadillac Nutrition is doing a tea every week. And this week, it's like a really fun one, and I'm really excited to show you because it's really pretty looking. Hang on, let me find it. It is called Tropical Sunset, and can I use my hand like a normal person? I don't really know at this point. But it is like a, what did she say it was? I think it was mango at the bottom, and then orange, and then like a tropical berry mix. So I'm gonna get that one this week, after I finish this, and after I finish my strawberry bang, which, by the way, have you guys tried the strawberry bangs that just came out? If you haven't, you need to go to Walmart and get some, because they're very good. The brand Rain also has a strawberry one. I'm a big strawberry fan. It's called like Strawberry Bliss, I think, or something like that. And I think that the bang one is a little better. So, fun fact, there's a new bang flavor, and you should go get it. I always get so pumped when I see new flavors of like pre-workouts and energy drinks and stuff like that, because that means there's something for me to try. I also saw that Ghost brand has their pre-workout canned, which is like super cool, because I've always wanted to try Ghost, but like I don't like to commit to things like pre-workout and protein powder without trying them first, because I don't know if you guys have noticed or if you've like been trying pre-workout and protein in the past, but like sometimes you get a really funky one and it's like, what? Are you done? Yeah. Okay. We are gonna go to the gym. So excited. Week 2 of the gym. Or day 2, I guess, technically. But week 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and talking fitness and ghost stuff and tattoos and Chipotle. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll be streaming some sort of game tonight. I think I'm gonna try either Assassin's Creed or maybe do some League play. So if you guys are into that, I'll be probably doing some of that tonight. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out, and thanks for the follow, D Gaming Noob, again. Appreciate it.